Hello, dear student friends. Welcome to another session. And the topic that we were discussing in the previous class was the Doctor's Word by R.K. Narayan. We discussed in Unit 1 about the introductory part of the story where Dr. Raman was introduced and his character or his personality and how people came to him, how people treated him as a doctor. But story has not made the beginning, it has not marked the beginning. Perhaps in Unit 2 it may make the beginning or mark the beginning. And in this chapter Dr. Raman is there as character, Gopal, his dearest friend, and Gopal's son. Three characters are there. Dr. Raman and Gopal, who was Dr. Raman's dearest friend, and Gopal's son. And we will be discussing about Dr. Raman's nervousness. Dr. Raman, who was the source of hope, the source of life for people, he was in a nervous condition or inconvenient situation. Then about classic friendship and Gopal's illness. So by the time you must have opened your books. Now get ready with your pen or pencil and go through the text. Today, standing over a bed, the doctor felt that he himself needed someone to tell him soothing lies. He mopped his brow with his kerchief and sat down in the chair beside the bed. On the bed lay his dearest friend in the world, Gopal. They had known each other for 40 years now, starting with their kindergarten days. They could not, of course, meet as much as they wanted, each being wrapped in his own family and profession. Occasionally on a Sunday, Gopal would walk into the consulting room and wait patiently in a corner till the doctor was free. And then they would dine together, see a picture, and talk of each other's life and activities. It was a classic friendship standing over, untouched by changing times, circumstances, and activities. Today, another day, the theme or the plot that we discussed in Unit 1 was about every day, and now it's another day. Standing over a bed. Standing over a bed. Look at the word standing over. We think over means something that is beyond our age, higher position. And how can one stand over a bed? Over here indicates higher position. Someone is in bed and when one stands, his position is a little higher, above. So standing over a bed, the doctor felt that he himself needed someone. He required someone to tell him soothing lies. Okay, under what situation we need soothing lie? Soothing lie, comforting lie. Lies are always soothing, comforting, and truth is always bitter, you know. Truth is always bitter. सत्यटा सबले तिक्त, मिठटा बहुत मीठा लगे. So doctor needed someone telling him soothing lie. And we need this soothing lie whenever we are in a nervous situation, in a dilemma, or in a conflicting situation. That means Dr. Raman was here in a critical position. He was in a crux. He was in a dilemma or he was mentally disturbed. That is what the first sentence tells. He mopped his brow. What is mopping? This is what? With the kerchief, we mopping. We mop means wiping his brow with his kerchief. It's not kerchief. And sat down in the chair beside the bed. So he needed his requirement of a person to tell soothing lie and mopping up his brow with the kerchief. These 2 points indicate that he was in an inconvenient situation. On the bed lay his dearest friend in the world, Gopal. Gopal was his dearest friend in the world. There was no better friend, no close friend than Gopal. And what does the writer speak about their friendship? They had known each other for 40 years now. 40 years have been lapsed. 40 years have been passed since their friendship started. Starting with their kindergarten days. What is kindergarten? KG classes. LKG, lower kindergarten, UKG, upper kindergarten, that is in English medium, and in Odia, Sishu Mandir, we have Prarambha and Bodho. So from their early infancy, they were friends. Shaisababastaru semane bandhu thile. They could not, of course, meet as much as they wanted. Okay, now they were grown up. They were family men, so they could not meet each other as they wanted. We can reflect this in our life also. And I'm sure you might not be meeting your intimate friends or close friends who were in your school career. They might have been admitted in different colleges or different institutions, and you are at different place. So this is what cyclic process, this is what the change of time. With the passing of time or with the passage of time, everything changes. Okay, am I right? So they could not meet each other as they wanted. Means whenever they wanted, they could not meet each other. Why? Each being wrapped. Wrapped means, this is the word that we have come across in first chapter of Prose, My Greatest Olympic. Hitler had kept him under wraps. There it meant secret, but here busy. They were busy. Busy in his own family and profession. Means busy on profession and family. They had their own family to look after, to care for, and their duty was to be discharged. So they were seriously busy. But occasionally means sometimes, not frequently, on a Sunday, Gopal would walk into the consulting room and wait patiently in a corner till the doctor was free. Other weekdays they were busy, but Sunday is usually holiday, an off day. So occasionally on a Sunday, whenever Gopal got time, would walk into the consulting room and listen here, one of the humanistic characters. He would walk into Dr. Raman's consulting room. Consulting room means the room where a doctor consults the patients, or patients are consulted. Patient goes and meets the doctor and discusses about the problems. There Gopal would walk into and would never interfere, would never disturb doctor in his profession. Rather, he would sit in a corner patiently. Patiently means not like a patient, but having lot of patience. Dharjara sahita. It's patiently means having lot of patience. With lot of patience, he would be waiting, sitting and waiting till the doctor was free. And what we do, if we go to our friend who is well established, maybe a doctor or maybe somebody else, we would interfere, we would interrupt. Disturb Goruchanti, but Gopal was not that kind of person. And then they would dine together. Okay, what activities would they do when they were free? Dine together. Dine means eat, not dinner. Anything to eat is dine. Dine together. See a picture means film. They would spare their time. they would divert their time or spend their time by eating together, seeing or watching a movie, and talking up each other's life and activities. Each other's life and activities, how they were moving ahead, how the family is like that. And the writer concludes that friendship with this sentence: it was a classic friendship. It was a classic friendship, standing over untouched by changing times, circumstances, and activities. Okay, what is a classic? We said the Ramayana is classic, the Mahabharata is classic, something great. So, according to the writer, the friendship is also classic because that stood untouched, unaffected by changing times, circumstances, and activities. Time changed, but friendship stood there unchanged. Circumstances means surroundings changed. The surrounding was not the same when they were children. Okay, and friendship remained unchanged. Activities changed, still friendship was untouched by all these things, all these changing situation. ସମୟ ପରିବର୍ତ୍ତିତ ହୋଇଯାଇଛି, ପରିସ୍ଥିତି ପରିବର୍ତ୍ତିତ ହୋଇଯାଇଛି, କାର୍ଯ୍ୟକଳାପ ପରିବର୍ତ୍ତିତ ହୋଇଯାଇଛି, କିନ୍ତୁ ବନ୍ଧୁତ୍ୱରେ କୌଣସି ପରିବର୍ତ୍ତନ ଆସିନଥିଲା। ତେଣୁ ରାଇଟର କହିଲେ କ୍ଲାସିକ ଫ୍ରେଣ୍ଡସିପ। Okay, next paragraph please. In his busy round of work, Dr. Raman had not noticed that Gopal had not called in for over 3 months now. He just remembered it when he saw Gopal's son sitting on a bench in the consulting hall one crowded morning. Dr. Raman couldn't talk to him for over an hour. When he got up and was about to pass on to the operation room, he called up the young man and asked, "What brings you here, sir?" The youth was nervous and shy. "Mother sent me here." "What can I do for you?" "Father is ill." Okay, Dr. Raman was very busy. He was busy round the clock. So in his busy round of work, being busy, he had not noticed, he had never observed, or he had never memorized, recollected that Gopal had not called in for over 3 months now. Gopal had not visited him. Gopal had not called in him for over 3 months now. 3 ମାସ ଧରି ଗୋପାଳ ତା ପାଖକୁ ଆସି ପାରିନଥିଲା। ଡକ୍ଟର ରମନଙ୍କର କିନ୍ତୁ ସେ ପ୍ରତି ଜ୍ଞାନ ନଥିଲା କି ଧ୍ୟାନ ନଥିଲା। Why? Busy. And he just remembered it when he saw Gopal's son. One crowded morning, it was a crowded morning, busy morning, lot of patients were there. Patients were waiting in the consulting room. And as Dr. Raman came in, he saw Gopal's son sitting on a bench in the consulting hall, just like his father. As father, as son. Dr. Raman couldn't talk to him. Instantly, he could not talk to him because patients were there. So Gopal's son had to wait for over an hour. He had to wait for over an hour. Though Dr. Raman saw Gopal's son, he could not talk to him for over an hour. And when he was free, he got up and was about to pass on to the operation room. He called up the young boy. "Hey boy, come on, come on. What brings you here, sir?" Look at the word, sir. Why? Out of affection. What brings you here, sir? Means what is the reason you are here for? Or what is the situation that brings you here? Why are you here? Simply we can say. The youth was nervous and shy. The youth was nervous. He was not in his usual mood. He was a little bit nervous and shy by nature. So he said, "Mother sent me here." He simply said, "Mother sent me." He could not speak anything. "No, mother sent me." Then doctor asks, "What can I do for you?" "Father is ill." So on talking to Gopal's son, Dr. Raman got to know that Gopal was ill. In this chapter we have 2 paragraphs. Paragraph 1 speaks about doctor's nervous situation and about the friendship. And second paragraph discusses about Gopal's illness and Dr. Raman's knowledge of Gopal's illness. Now, what do you think? Do you think that Dr. Raman would visit Gopal's house and how he would treat him? These points are to be discussed in the next chapter. I hope I might have been able to make you better understand, and if yes, you can subscribe the video and share it with others if you think like that it is valuable for others. Thank you very much.